What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in. Chase Games here. I got tired of Chaos Games. I liked it for Magic the Gathering, but I don't know. I'm Chase, so I'm gonna stick with that. Anyway, time for the obligatory Witch Bride banner. Which bride do you choose, and what banner should you summon on if you're going to spend? Well, you're gonna have to spend tag points, or which ones to, if you're going to spend gems on, the answer is don't spend gems. But if you're going to whale, you're going to whale out. And I guess if you're going to whale at my discretion, it'll be the same one I tell you to throw tech points on. And we'll get to that. We'll save it for the end. So, honestly, part of this is I need to know what to do myself. So I may as well make it a video, because I know that my viewers don't read shit. You just watch me. I will read this website for you and tell you about these characters, okay? You got things to do. You're busy. I don't. Okay, so Bianca, Nera, and Deborah, okay? You got a choice of these? Let's start with Bianca, okay? Very good unit here. All right. I've talked about this before. I'm getting a little bit tired of it. She needs an awakening to get her third movement square. Does she get anything else on her third awakening? Yeah, it's just the move +1, which, like, I hate it when the first awakening feels mandatory and doesn't give, like, yes, she now becomes far more effective, but she doesn't get any more powerful other than the 5% boost. So I don't know, you can call it whining if you want, but it's not an exciting awakening, but it's completely necessary, oftentimes. So a little trend I don't like. But anyway, her leader skill, zap, physical power plus 20%. Now this really only applies to, well, you know what? This will affect her. It will affect one other unit we're going to talk about, by the way, in case you see it more. Dane is zap. Okay. And that will affect Royal Reptile if you are making some kind of zap team. You've got at least 3 good units for that. There's a few other decent zap. I'm sure there's other units with B rank zap skills. Nothing relevant that I can think of, but you know, a leader skill that affects 3 of your units is just fine. I've been trying to say that a lot. Alright, so this is a characteristic, not an awakening perk. She has this automatically. If you're in position where you can counterattack, you receive a counterattack, or when you receive an attack from an enemy, you can counterattack with a whip. Okay, so I don't know what the kind of range is on it. I don't know if it's adjacent, maybe 1 or 2 squares away. We'll find out, I'm sure. But she's got counterattacking, which is pretty cool. It's the first unit on Global. Yeah, nothing else counterattacks yet, so that's a pretty awesome ability. Let's keep up with awesome abilities. Bike Quilt. I don't know what this is going to be called, but it's actually, you're thinking, oh, it's party boost, right? She raises attack. No, she greatly raises attack power of herself or any other unit within 1 or 2 turns for 3 turns. That's a 2-stage attack buff that lasts 3 turns for 24 MP. That's amazing. That's a reason to grab her. Okay. Now you'd say, Chase, whatever my name is today, you weren't all that excited about, what's that, Mothra? You know, the one that I told everyone not to summon for, that you don't summon for. Juliante. Yeah. I find a double spell boost, especially one that lasts 3 turns, far more valuable than a +1 on everyone. How many situations are you trying to buff a whole party when they're all physical? There are situations, sure, but don't fool yourself. That's more niche than you think. Powering up one good attacker twice, I like that far more most of the time. So that's a terrific ability. Gale and Thunder. Zap physical damage. It's range 1, but with a 3 across range, 240%, and it has a rare chance of. It says sealed. I don't know what sealed is. Sorry. It appears to have some kind of status effect. Also, for those that don't remember, for an average A rank physical strike, okay, that hits one enemy, it's usually 270% potency. So this is just a tiny bit weaker. It can hit up to 3 units, and it has a seal. Now this costs 67 damage, which is, or 67 MP, which is gonna be fine in, you know, arena. This is an arena worthy unit. You don't really have to worry about her MP. What does she got? She'll have like 300 or so. Keep in mind when you look at these stats, this is fully awakened and also at level 120. So whether you get her up to level 110, they're not going to quite be this high. And also, you know, most of us are looking at her at 0 or 1 awakening. So you're going to take about 25% off these skills probably, these stat points. So like her attack, 501, that's amazing. No, it's 10 levels and say 20% less of that. So at 500, like, okay, so if her attack was 400 plus 25%, that's 500. So her attack is going to be 400. I mean, you could say it's 420 with 1 awakening, and then 10 levels off that, probably 30. It's going to be like 390 attack. She's going to be less than 400 attack. So again, it's going to be it's going to be a good attack with her moves, but like it's just weird. The A rank attackers generally don't have nearly as good an attack stat as the, you know, the melee, the A rank physical guys that have to use only B rank abilities. So like I mean, usually the S ranks are gonna do more damage, but it's always disappointing to see them with often significantly lower strength, because there are a couple of awesome A rank melee monsters, which we're gonna tie into in a few minutes. Alright, so, anyway, that's a strong hit right there. Lightning Strike, this is their third move, inflicts 94% zap physical damage on one enemy 3 times. So that is 292. 282% physical potency to 1. So it's a little bit stronger on one enemy to this than her Gale and Thunder. It's a cheaper move, so it should be a little stronger. I don't know what the probability is of missing one of those attacks. It could actually be worse than Gale and Thunder on average. Hard to say. I'm not going into the math on how often multiple hit moves miss. Then we got her big move, Blow in the Sky. This is a whole... Cornelius, just give me a minute, buddy. Alright, so what this is it's non-elemental damage, okay? Takes 3 turns as their death blow move, or what, her coup de grace. It does 350% potency damage unless it is a boss type unit, a question mark type unit. It will do 420%. Why do you have to be a jerk right now? I'm not even going to edit this. Sorry, give me 1 second. Come on, I'll let you out. Come on. Howdy. All right. So yeah, it's not really. I don't really think much of this death blow. It's fine. It's nice. It'll do some decent damage to boss type units in PvE. In arena, any move that starts on the 3rd turn is kind of small beans. Doesn't really matter. Not a deciding factor for her arena viability. So yeah, really, she's got Biquilt. She's a damn good zap user. She's very useful. But I would not use my scout ticket on her, or my water ring rather. Now let's look at Deborah. She is a favorite of some players, not my type. Because I care about video game waifus a lot. All right, so once again, she's a physical unit. She will be getting an extra movement through Awakening. I already talked about that. Her leader skill increases all physical power by 10%, so that's nice. They rank this leader skill very strong. I think it's like, I don't get very excited about 10%, but it is still a good leader skill. Alright, this is her characteristic. Again, not an Awakening perk. Physical attribute, Frizz attribute physical skills up by 10%, and crit rate up by 5%. I believe that's exactly the same as Elena. I could be wrong. You got a good, right here, 20 MP, 160% Sizz damage to. Sorry, I'm saying Frizz, Sizz. So she is her leader skill, her characteristic is the Sizz version of Elena. Okay, so 160%, 2-line attack here. Not bad. It's okay if you're just one short of an enemy. Just depends on how things line up. It's not great. It's not bad. Let me see. Her Tiger Claw is non-element. It's 3 times for 96%, so that's 288% physical potency, so it's a little bit stronger than your average A rank elemental single hit. But this is the physical version of Psy Cannon, but there's no range on it. It is cheap though. 43 MP. I'm sure she can keep that up for quite a while. And her main dance is 280% Sizz damage, and it's an AoE circle around her. Not the most exciting, but it's a very good move in some situations. It's, again, especially with moves like this, you really want her to be able to get in the middle of the action, so her first awakening to give her the extra movement to 3 feels very essential. Again, not crazy about that. So both her and Bianca, when you're talking about giving them the ring, they are so much less effective without a dupe. I almost wonder if that's on purpose. But hey, there's still, at 0 awakening, these are still damn good units. Arena, I don't know. There's 65 points. Her Death Blow move. Now, this one can be used on turn 2. I'm not super crazy about it, though. It depends. Sometimes this will be great. You can use this on turn 2, still once only, but it's a buff. You greatly recover your own HP. You greatly increase your strength and strength. Not sure how that's going to work out. Reduces damage by 40%. Yeah, again, you can activate it second turn. Now, this would be a lot more exciting if you could do it the first turn. The second turn, you should already be in combat. So, not crazy about it. If this were first turn, my evaluation on her maybe wouldn't be much higher, but it is still, it would still be better. Let's see. Oh, the special move, Buchigiri mode greatly increases your own movement and attack power. The effect will cut out in one turn, so try to use it the turn before you want to generate firepower. Again, getting extra movement for the third turn on the second, not nearly as useful as getting it the first turn. So again, I'm not really crazy about that. All right, so yep, again, just the extra movement on the first one. All right, so these are both good units. If you didn't notice, I didn't understand why they said Flora was the best. I'm like, okay, another melee another spellcaster. And guess what? She does bang and whoosh type spells. We already have good units that do that. Why do I care? Because of the thing that I didn't hear anybody talk about. Let's just skip ahead a little bit here. Behind whatever that is, greatly recovers the HP of 1 Nakama. Now, that's 42 MP, so that's gotta be something stronger than mid-heal. Which is, first, this seems to be an A rank healing spell. Okay. It doesn't even say, I don't know. But it says down here that she has quite a bit of MP. So again, this is for Max Awakening 120, level 120. I would definitely say to go for, anyway, if it's not obvious, go for Nera. Flora in the JP. I'm pretty sure it's Nera. US. Fantastic. What's her leader skill? It is bang spell power by 20%. That's pretty standard. So it's fine if you're going with a couple of bang casters. It's very good leader skill. I mean, think about it. If you have, let's say, just 2 bang casters, you have her and Baramos and or Archdemon. 20% to 2 of your biggest spellcasters is way better than trying to get 10% on all of them. I think almost every time. I don't think it's even up for debate, but I would definitely go for 20% on 2 of my casters rather than try to get 10% on all of them. So yeah, she's got a lot of MP, so that's fantastic, especially since she's a healer slash caster. Now this is not awakening, this is just her inherent skill. Recovers MP at the start of actions on turns 3 and 5, which are great turns to get them on, I would think. So you're not going to be worrying about MP until turns 6 or 7, depending on how much this is. That obviously makes a huge difference on how effective that is, but we will find out soon, hopefully. Alright, so she appears to have something stronger than mid-heal. I don't know how it could be anything else, because mid-heal costs 28 MP. I'm almost certain. Okay. Actually, let's cheat. Let's look at... This guy comes with mid-heal. Yeah, that's only 28. It's a different description, so... Yeah, she's got something stronger than mid-heal, okay? So she's the best single target healer, because we found out a lot of us have Emperor Slime, maybe Carol, okay? Multi-heal isn't always all that useful. A single target mid-heal, okay, that's stronger, an A-rank heal, that's amazing. We don't have it yet, so it's good. Alright, so she also has Kaswoosh, but it also has a chance to put the enemy to sleep. Amazing. Amazing. And then also, did you like Dragon Lord's Hellfire bullet attack? Great. Well, she has the same thing with Bang potency, or with Bang element. All right. So she's got a super strong. I still consider this so often. This is a single target skill. Okay. A lot of people throw, well, it doesn't always just hit one target. No, it doesn't. But more than often than not, in my experience with Dragon Lord, it's gonna hit one thing. And that's usually, I mean, if you're taking on a boss, it's almost always, the boss is usually alone, or at least isolated. So yeah, this is generally going to be 4 strong hits on 1 unit. This should be Kaswoosh damage, with a chance to put to sleep. Now, these things are expensive. 116 there, 108 there. Her first awakening is Spell Trick, so it'll bring down the MP and improve the spell power. So she's definitely going to be better with an awakening. Yeah, so you'll be very happy if you pull an awakening copy of her, but units like this don't feel useless without a power. They just get more powerful, okay? But it's not like you can't use her in combat until you get the awakening. Also, we're getting up there on hero coins. We haven't had anything to spend them on yet. Nobody has enough hero coins yet, so unless you've been saving all your master medals. But anyway, I think after this event's going to throw some hero coins at us. We've got at least 30 or something now. Anyway, within a month or two, if you don't have enough hero coins at the end of this event, soon enough you'll have enough master medals and or hero coins. You can buy an awakening for her. This is by far going to be the best hero unit, I believe. At least the stuff that we're getting so far on Global, this is the strongest by far, I believe. She's got great spells. Her long-term durability is going to matter on how well her MP regen is. Again, just no way to tell really here. But yeah, her 3rd and 5th awakening are going to power up her magic bullet and her coup de grace skill up. Yeah, let's look at her coup de grace. Now this one, again, a little bit different. Takes 4 turns. Okay, so 1000% useless in arena. I wouldn't say that. I'd say that she's actually still very good in arena. But maybe she's better in PvE in some certain. She's going to be great in either. I think this waifu here is definitely worth orbing up, but it's a large amount of bang damage to a range 3 square. Now I don't know if there's going to have to be a target in the middle, like the boom spells have to. This is still going to be amazing. I don't know exactly what kind of damage is going to be. I mean, it just says large. I would imagine it's going to be more than like her Kaswoosh spell. But again, her awakenings are going to strengthen this and her bullet attack. So she is just going to be fantastic. Okay, and here's another... Now let's look at the A rank. So, okay, the answer to what to spend your water ring on, it's Nera by a mile, I'd say. She's a healer and a terrific spellcaster. She's going to have an amazing wisdom score, which obviously matters with her having A rank spells. So her heal's going to be amazing. Her spells are going to be amazing. If she, for either thing, she's terrific. As a damage dealer, she's worth getting. As a healer, she's worth getting. Both? Are you kidding me? Put a ring on that. Okay. This unit, you may have seen me and Platt talking about this on the podcast. I got very excited about this unit when I saw it. It's an A rank. This is the A rank on each of the girls' banners. Okay, they all have their own banners, but they all share this A rank. Okay. The leader ability, nature breath power up 10%. You're never going to use that really. Okay, let's start here. Sweet breath, awesome. Mid heal, awesome. And it's forward movement, okay? You're thinking, this is a better Hades Condor. And, we'll get to that. Ice Bird Breath, okay? Crack breath damage and, in rare cases, blocks physics. I don't know exactly what that status is, but it's probably going to be like Zoma's Breath. Or it's going to be a different thing, okay? Which, hey, a status ailment move, a second status ailment move on a healer, that's terrific. You can give it buff, kabuff, or sap maybe, if you still have those scrolls, or if we get more. Not the perfect move set for a healer maybe, but damn good. Sweet breath and a heal, that's amazing. Let's look at why you can just stop being too excited about it. Let's see. Okay, first of all, its awakenings increase the power of its breath attack. That kind of sucks. But it would be great if it increased healing. It's got a different set of weakness and resistances from the Condor, possibly. So it's good. This is going to be a good unit to have in your inventory. But here's the thing. Let's look at the wisdom score. 210. Fully awakened at level 100. Okay. I looked up Hades Condor as soon as I saw this. I believe Hades Condor is a Hades Condor is a hair below 200 as a B rank at fully awakened, which, unless you started playing yesterday, almost literally you have Hades Condor maxed out. And if you don't have, mine's actually level 88, but anyway, you got it maxed out. So I think its agility is higher, maybe its defense is higher. His HP is actually lower than Hades Condor. His MP is significantly higher. Okay. But here's the thing, he's actually going to be a worse healer than your Hades Condor until you get him fully awakened. I mean, he's only going to be tied up until, like, awakening 3 or 4. Okay, so, and again, I mean, the Hades Condor has more HP. I think a little bit less defense, but he's not even better than the Hades Condor in all areas. They were way too conservative with this guy. So, again, due to weakness and resistance in different elements, he's going to be, you'll love to have a member of this guy in your party, in your roster. But don't think, well, maybe I should throw my stones at this banner, my gems at this banner, because I need to get this new and improved Hades Condor. He's not. He's not new and improved. He is a different meh thing. All right, now maybe some of you picked up on, Mason, why did you say there was going to be a different thing for who I tell you to spend your tact points and who I tell you to put the ring on? Okay, let's just take a quick look at the other banner. This probably won't be up at the same time as the Bride Gotchas, but anyway, Mildress. This is the banner that I'm going to tell you to put your resources into, your tact points. And if you just can't save gems, if you cannot save it, or you're a whale but you still value my opinion, this is the banner that you want to go for. You want to go on the Mildress banner. And you know what? I'm actually not going to go into him right now. He's strong, okay? He's got good abilities. He's Mela, that's Frizz. Okay, great. Another strong Frizz Breath user. Awesome, because he is Frizz Breath. He does have a characteristic, restores HP when you defeat an enemy. Don't be too excited about that, okay? You're going to think about how useful that can be instead of how often that won't matter. And then he has an awakening perk that Flame Ball Holding. Where was this described? He seems to have a counter attack. I can't remember where they described it. Yeah, where did they talk about it? I can't remember. But anyway, his first awakening seems to give him a counter ability, which is amazing. That's not why you're summoning on him, okay? For those who like the almost not certainty but far increased likelihood of getting a few copies of the banner A unit than trying to hope for the long shot of an S. Let me put it this way. Do you think Hellion is good? Would you like a second Hellion? Maybe he's not even on your arena team every day, but you realize how super strong Hellion is? This guy is likened to Hellion, and I didn't see it at first. They call him the Dane-type version of Hellion. Here's the thing. He does have a high attack. I don't know where it's going to be right next to Hellion. I didn't pull him up. He's got an inorganic physical power up, 10% leader skill. That's fine. It can be useful somewhere. Let me see. He's got a blind melee attack. He's got the standard B scroll 180% zap type damage, but his awakening perks do not enhance this. Okay. Here's the thing. He does have. I'm wondering if this is an A rank skill. If it's not A, this is like, if it's still B, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a B plus ability. It's amazing. 4 times physical damage of 60% potency to random enemies. Although generally a range like this, it's still usually hitting one guy, but it can also from time to time, so occasionally I'm guessing, inflict blind, which actually makes the range on it good. Sometimes if you're looking to put blind on things, having it hit the side units can be very good. But if it's hitting one target, that's a 240% non-elemental physical attack. Now, if you look at something like, well, I don't like things that are non-elemental either, but Brilliant on a 180% move is 270. So this comes to 240, but it does that to everything. Okay, again, it's a Psy Cannon type physical move, but I actually really like this one. And it is a movement 4 melee unit. That's amazing. I'm guessing that this thing isn't going to work. I'm guessing that you have to have a unit right in front of you. It's not like it can hit something on the corner. But yeah, a melee unit that can inflict blind is very good, especially if you're going against another melee user. Their chances of hitting you are much lower. And its awakening perks increase the power of the blind move, the strong one. So that's going to get stronger. And here's the okay, I still think that maybe my Hellion is stronger. I mean, he gets like a huge perk on his Hellfire Slash. Well, he has, at the beginning of the action, the effect of greatly increasing the power of the... Okay, I don't know exactly how this works, and the translation is weird. He can buff his own attack. I don't know if this is automatic at the beginning of the battle for 3 turns, or if it has a chance of doing it for 3 turns. It says greatly, that means it should be a double power buff. Alright, so even if he is a little bit less attack power than the Hellion, let's see his stats down here. They actually had it. Level 100, which is our max right now. It's funny, the A ranks are usually level 100 instead of 110 that they can reach in Japan. He's got an attack power of 440. Again, that's fully awakened, but at 1 or 2 awakening, this guy will be under 400 attack, probably right around 400. But when you put a greatly increases attack, a 30% boost on it, he's going to be stronger than Hellion. He's going to not have to only hit things with Frizz weaknesses. I want this unit. I want this A rank. It almost makes me want to put gems on this banner. This unit, I won't. I'm not... Maybe I'll do the paid banner. I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy on spending on this game again, but I want this unit. It makes me want to buy the Metal Tact card again, honestly. This is who you should be throwing your tact points at. I 100% believe. Because unless you're whaling, unless you know that you can go on that stamp card till you get the S rank, if you want to be wise with your resources, this is who you aim for. Okay, this guy is going to be. If you're an arena guy, he's 35 points. He's going to be amazing. He can take out a lot of stuff. He can follow your, him and Boreal Serpent, they're going to take out 2 monsters in a lot of situations, okay? They're amazing together, I'm going to think. So I would definitely go for this guy. And he's also strong enough, you know, he's going to make a great use out of another B rank elemental scroll. So this guy can hit everything very well, and he'll be able to hit, you know, 2 different elements very strongly. Get this guy. If you get only 1 or 2 copies of him, I don't know what monster type he is. Okay, buy an Awakening copy if you don't max him out by the end. Nobody should be maxing him out unless you get very lucky with tack point tickets. But anyway, this is my favorite thing that I just found out tonight, other than how strong Nera is. So anyway, how long did I go? 30 minutes. Ugh, sorry guys. Okay. Anyway, could have been worse. So again, Ring of Water, Flora, Nera, and then spend all your resources that you are going to spend on this event on Mildress banner or Gimzo, whatever his name is. But I really don't suggest using any gems on any banner right now, unless you're going for the paid ones. That's up to you. Have a good night, guys. I will see you soon. I'm going on vacation next week, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to record. I'm going to be in a cabin with my family, and I don't think I'm going to have the privacy to do a podcast or a live stream at 2 in the morning. Maybe I can do something in the afternoon after. I'm going to try, but sorry, I can't be there for lunch with you guys, so sorry. All right, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.